Hey guys, Harsh here back at you, and before I start this video, let me ask you something. When you don't see anything that you buy, there is no text written on here about the car, what is inside, and you cannot see, what do you think? Well, what I think that this is going to be a super premium model. Yes, that's right guys. So today I am unboxing the Inno64 Resin LB-ER34, which is one of the best cars that I have ever seen in my life, modified. So as you can see, this comes in a very nice premium package because this is very expensive model. So you just take it out, and before you first get a glimpse of the car itself, you can see that there is another box which says LB Works LB Performance. So very nice logo there, and still you don't get anything about what this car is unless you of course see it from the top. So let's just open this flap up and take this car out from its acrylic case, which is absolutely beautiful. And would you look at that, a very nicely detailed model. So let's just take it out of its box, and here's the car itself. You can see it is placed on this nice leather finish weaved whatever base, and along with a plaque which tells about the car itself. And I think it's coming out a bit. I just pressed it in, so I accidentally just stroked my finger over it, so that's why it is quite dirty now, so forgive me for that. But here's the model. As you can see, pretty nicely detailed, or very nicely detailed in this case. So let's just unscrew it from its base and take a closer look at it. So it's just only held by these two screws. Here you can see that these two spacers were placed so that the car wouldn't just drop to the ground, or if you over tighten the screws then that may cause damage to the car itself. But don't worry, these spacers are quite nicely placed. So here's the car, and I have to say, I have not seen a more detailed car in my life at the moment, but I might see more in the future. So anyways, let's just start with the front of the car. So as you can see, that there is some sort of Japanese text written on the license plate. I'm not sure what it is, but obviously those of you who know Japanese might be able to figure it out. And I think it's quite nicely readable as well, along with the LB Performance logo on the top. And you can see we have a few indicators right on the underneath the LED lights, or the headlights. As you can see, these are yellow painted in color, so that's pretty nice. And also the headlights, as you can see, I don't know how they are achieving the look of the original lights, but these are plastic inserts, and I think it's pretty tough to get that particular look with the plastic insert, so that's pretty nice. And if you move on to the hood, we can see we have the Nissan logo, and all the companies that sponsor them, along with the Nissan Skyline right on the windshield, as you can see, along with the windshield wipers. Now the main thing about this car is that, as you can see, that the wheels have I think this is called a negative camber, I believe. So quite nicely visible, as you can see, on the car, on both the front and the back tires. But that gives it a huge disadvantage, which is the wheels do not roll freely. So if you look at underneath, they are just placed and pasted onto the car body, so they have no chance of moving around, which is okay for this model, because this is a highly detailed model and you have to make a few compromises there. And if you look at the underneath of the body, we can see we have the nicely detailed drivetrain and exhaust pipe system visible over here, which also come out to the side over here, as you can see. And this is silver painted with black inside, so this is the most detailed exhaust pipe that I have seen yet. And obviously this is a very expensive model, so you have to have this much of detail there. Then if you look at the side fenders, we can see we have numerous logos and LBWK logo printed all over the car body, which makes it look like a race car, which I quite like as well. If a car is littered with logo, then my eyes directly go on it as well. And if you look at the wheels, I think there is some sort of brake design that they were trying to implement. So yeah, so these are disc brakes both on the front and the back tires, as you can see, and they are quite nicely visible through the 5-spoke tire. And one of the things that I don't like about this car is that the rims of the car are painted white, but I would love to have that in the black version. At the time of purchasing, I only find the white trim tire, so I have to buy it, and these are very limited in stock. It's quite hard to find them. Next on, if you move to the mirror, as you can see, these are also the most detailed mirrors that I have ever seen, with the silver inserts, so you can quite clearly see the reflection of the car itself on the mirror. So That's another huge detail that I have always wanted in the car, but now I have got it. And obviously if you look at the interior, the seats are painted red along with the dashboard and the yellow roll cage, quite nicely visible. Also I think there are some seat belts present as well on the car, as you can see. Let me just try to increase the brightness so you may be able to clearly see it. Yes, as you can see, the interior is quite nicely detailed as well, with the race seats and all that. Here is the dashboard. This is obviously a right hand drive version, and you can see that there is some text written on the steering wheel as well, along with the dashboard, which has a silver accent to it. Now coming out of the interior, if you move to the back, we can see we have another Skyline and Advan logo, and I think the Advan logo is quite famous with these modified cars. I don't know why, but we will definitely see why is that in the future videos. So on the top of the spoiler, you can see we have the Liberty Walk logo, and on the back side mirror you can see that these sort of lines are present there along with the wiper, which I think not many car companies do, so that's pretty nice to see as well. So at the back and underneath the car, you can see we have this huge diffuser placed, so this will give it a nice clean air to go through, and along with the signature R34 tail lights and same number plate on the back side as well, along with the Nissan logo. And obviously the exhaust pipe is here, not at the back, so nothing to show there. And I think there is not much to more discuss about this car. I mean, however, I will be doing it comparison with the Hot Wheels ER34. So as you can see, this is just a teaser, so as you can see the size of it is just insane. So that video will be coming up shortly, so stay tuned for that video, guys. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any comments regarding this video, obviously you can comment down below, and I will try to answer them or reply to them as soon as possible. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will see you all later.